lights in the studio glow. Dreams on the mic, ready to go. From a small idea to a powerful sound. Noko Entertainment turning voices around. Cameras rolling, the signal is clear. Stories and music the world needs to hear.
Hey listeners and viewers, welcome to the NokoFM podcast where we talk about all things education and career growth. I am your host, Jessica, and if you ever found yourself thinking, okay, so kabala, no, I'm studying, but what actually happens after graduating? Well, this episode is exactly for you. Because let's be honest, no one prepares you for that transition. One moment, those the exam, assignments, the beshe, go shaga, or go junction, wherever you stay. And then the next moment, you are thinking about applying for jobs. And while you're still stressed about job hunting, someone has the audacity to ask you, so have you found a job yet? And you thought the pressure couldn't get high, askis. But luckily for you, today we are unpacking how education, career planning, and workplace readiness connect, and why having a qualification is only one piece of the bigger puzzle. And I'm obviously not having this conversation alone. Joining me today is Michaela Caprice, a qualified sports science, who is also a sports enthusiast. And guess what? She's a student times 2. She's furthering her studies in computer science. Michaela, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Jessica, for having me. Hi, viewers. I'm Michaela Caprice, and I'm your guest for the day.
So,
you guys are lucky. I'm joking.
Man, we are lucky. We are lucky. It's so nice to have you.
I'm delighted to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So let's break the ice with something everyone always says. We've been hearing this since we're in primary, before we could even stress about choosing subjects. We've always been hearing people say education is the key to success. Do you still believe that's true, or would you rather say education and success has a bit of a facelift?
You know, the conversation between education and success, there's a contradiction between it. Because from my point of view, my personal view, education is just the journey to success, where success is the destination. Because education, it provides that with the knowledge, yet success provides that with skills and experience that we need.
And that's so true. And I think that's like a thin line between there that people kind of do not see. But that's a great point that you just made. So I've noticed that thousands of students graduate every year, but they struggle to find employment. Would you say there is a gap between being qualified and finding employment? And if there is, what is that gap?
There is a gap, a huge gap, because there's a difference between a university of technology and just another university. Let me say there's a UP student and there's a TUT student. In TUT, they focus more on technology. We focus more on practicals, where in varsities like UP, UJ, they focus more on theories. In university, we are being taught more theory than practical. It does not prepare us for the practical world, for the reality. It's just giving us the knowledge, but not the skills and the experience.
That's true. I honestly think that, going to school, or rather obtaining a qualification, is just the first step that tells you about what you should be doing at work, but it doesn't necessarily teach you how to do it. And I think that's the gap, because they know I need to do this, but they don't know. Students don't know what to do exactly. They don't know how to move from theory to practical. Correct? This is a very thought-provoking topic, actually, now that you think about it. It's thought-provoking. Because one moment you think that graduating is the finish line. And then after graduating, that's where you notice that, you know what, I actually just started. This is nothing. This is not what I was expecting. I'm expecting after obtaining a qualification, immediately I'm in the workplace. But that's not true. Would you agree with that?
It is not true. So, guys, don't ever lie to yourself and say graduation is my destination. That's where the race begins, generally. Because, the last 6 months before you graduate, when you're done, that's where reality starts. You have to look for internships. Life begins. The pressure is getting worse. Now comes after graduation. You have nothing. You go back home. So we do not have much exposure. We do not expose ourselves, especially when we're in varsities. We're all about fun. Okay, it's okay to have fun, but sometimes come back to reality. Don't let the fun get to you.
That's true. Guys, who being a student, it's stressful. And then there's life after being a student. Hey, I get blame me by the suicide. Kagala, that's a very sensitive topic. Kagala, but I get blame. But Kagala also, excuse me. We hear almost all the time, especially the moment we step into university. Lecturers are talking about workplace readiness, employers, internship programs also talk about workplace readiness, but they don't exactly explain what it means to someone who doesn't know, but that person has been hearing people say you need to be workplace ready. How would you explain it to them? What is workplace readiness?
So, in my own definition, I am not a Cambridge dictionary, so please. When they say workplace ready, it means you have the skills, you have the requirements they're looking for in a workplace. You have communication, a great communication in meetings. You have skills, you have experience, you have a good networking strategies. You have you expose yourself. You put yourself out there. Your skills. It is not just about a degree. A qualification is just a paper. It's just a paper that's a process to get you where you wanna be. Whereas it's not giving you the skills. As I said, university focus more on theory and not practicals. It does not give us skills, but it gives us the knowledge. So in workplaces, they're looking for someone with experience and someone who's skilled. As skills is playing much. A person can be qualified and not be skilled. Then comes the person who's skilled but not qualified. That's a contradiction. And if I was an employer, I would take someone with a skill. Because if they have a skill, it is easy for them to have the knowledge. Because if they have the skill, the knowledge comes easy for them. Unlike someone who has knowledge but does not have a skill. Because a skill can be a talent or a gift.
That's true. That's a good point, actually. It's a mind opener. You explain the difference between the two. And just to add on what you said about, being workplace ready, according to me and what I've experienced, workplace readiness teaches you how to be professional in a workplace. That's the simplest way to put it. It teaches you how to communicate professionally, how to conduct yourself professionally, and how to professionally handle your emotions. Because let's be honest, wherever we go, there will be conflict because we are not interacting with people that have the same personalities as you do. So obviously, you might step on someone's toes by mistake. And in a workplace, you need to know how to emotionally professional. I don't know if that makes sense, but you need to know how to handle yourself in that manner. That okay, this happened, but I shouldn't be too emotional about it. Let me handle it in a professional way, right? Do you agree with me?
Yes. Can I add in that? Another thing that's killing us, the youth, when it comes to workplaces, especially when you do not have skills and only knowledge, it is because we respond bad to negative feedback. Your boss gives you a project. They don't like it, you have to go back and redo it. You feel like you're being punished. You feel like, oh my gosh, I'm being hated here. We are so used to be spoon-fed that we forgot what it means to go, to have that full drive, to have the force for something. Do you get what the adrenaline to go for something? We do not have that anymore. We are used to be spoon-fed, and that's killing us in workplaces.
Criticism. Wrong. After so much work I've put, what do you mean I'm wrong? And then you're telling me to go and do it again. After so much work.
That's what we think. A term we like using, my workplace is toxic.
Yeah.
We love saying that my workplace is toxic when we're not hearing what we want to hear.
Exactly. I think that's where our problem is. And that's why we need to be workplace ready. Because not everything is going to go your way. And if you feel like there's unfairness, there's a professional way to go about it. Just because your boss said, I don't like that project, go redo it. You don't say, okay, because you know how to do it. You don't say stuff like that. You sit down with your boss or whoever who's your superior. You sit down with that person and you ask him, okay, I hear you. You said I went wrong here and here. You want me to go redo the project. What exactly is wrong? What would you like me to fix? Go about it in a professional way. Don't, guys, let's get it to strata. Like I see here.
Pride, ego. It's what's killing us as a youth.
For real, workplace readiness, it helps you to have teamwork, be able to work in a team. I know we do that as students, guide assignments, and we hate group assignments with everything in us. But in reality, that's how the workplace is. You need to learn how to work with people you don't get along with. And you need to put your emotions aside and be professional. You need to know how to communicate professionally in meetings. When there's a conflict, how do you professionally deal with it? That's the benefit of workplace readiness. And I think that, people talk about it, but they don't emphasize it as much. That's why I think most people, they don't see the importance of it. They're like, I have my qualification, I'll see after I graduate. There's no need for me to be.
That's how it is.
Exactly. And whilst we're still on that topic, as a former graduate and a second-time student, what would you say students should be doing right now to get them ready for the workplace?
Expose yourself.
Thank you. NokoFM.
Expose yourself. When I tell you that every job that I have worked in my life, I didn't go on a website and be like, I'm applying for a job. I put myself out there. We don't expose ourselves enough. A career expo, you go. It's gonna be beneficial for you. When they say there's an event somewhere, you go. If you are in ICT, Google, AWS, you go, you expose yourself. We do not expose ourselves too much. We expect things to be brought to us where we don't go and look for them. That's what's killing us.
Commercial break.
They say every great achievement starts in a single lesson. Welcome to Starterflix, your Netflix for learning. Discover a smarter way to learn with everything you need in one place. Choose a monthly subscription that works just for you and unlock more premium learning features. Learn at your own pace with engaging video lessons, pause, rewind, and replay whenever you need to master every topic.
If you would go back to your younger self, what advice would you give to young Michaela?
Yo. Back to grade 10.
Back to grade 10.
Back to grade 10.
That's where it all went wrong.
When I changed that PMS.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't regret, but I low-key feel like I should have just stuck it out and went ahead and pushed with it, because now it has become a disadvantage in my academics.
That's good. And I would say to my younger self that it's not always rosy. Life after matric and life after graduating, my guys, it's not what you think it is. Prepare yourself. It's one hell of a bumpy road. Like, strong, focus, take advice, not investigate, do research, be open-minded. Learn, educate yourself, upskill yourself. That's what I would say to myself. As we come to the end of the session today, I hope you take one thing with you guys as you are listening or viewing or whatever you're doing while we are on. Keep learning, guys. Keep moving forward. Believe in yourself. Keep upskilling yourself. Don't give up. Don't go with the crowd. But go with the flow. They are lying. Okay, you may sometimes, it depends on which context, but results may vary. What goes well for your friend might not go well for you. Exactly. So try to be unique. Do not let peer pressure determine your future. Don't make that mistake. Some mistakes take time to rectify, and you don't want to do that. But thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for joining me, Michaela. You've been a wonderful guest.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm your host, and that's me for today. See you next time.
Late night lights in the studio glow.